Hey, it's me, VV. Welcome to the Vana Vitriolic channel. I'm not sure if we uploaded LA Noire before or after the name change. But yeah, we are Vana Vitriolic now, and that's going to be what this channel is moving forward. And once again, this channel is brought to you by the patrons at patreon.com/girlvana. So big thank you to the patrons for making this playthrough happen. And yeah, if you'd like to get involved, you can submit and vote on upcoming playthroughs and all sorts of different things. So check that out if you so wish. We are doing the white shoe slang. So much shoes. So many shoes in this video game. This should be called the shoe... The surprising shoe. Just that. The surprising shoe. Anyways, let's take a look at the case because it has been a while since I've recorded this. We've got Teresa Terraldson, who is the murder victim. Okay. And then we've got Catherine Barton, the witness and Signal Hill resident. I remember her being, I believe, above board. I think. We've got Disfigured Man, vagrant with distinctive facial scarring, which definitely seems like a red herring because, you know, the Disfigured Man did it. Might just be a little too obvious. Then we have Lars Terraldson, the husband of the murder victim. We missed one question there. That's right. This was the lady that enjoyed... I mean, a lot of these women getting murdered have very similar MOs. At least, you know, the murderer has a very similar MO. And then Bobby Ross, friend of Lars Terraldson, alibi for night of murder. Right. And then if we go to the clues here, we've got time of death, laundry label, boot prints, tire tracks, laundry ledger, matchbook, victim's handbag, muddy boots, wet jacket, bow rope. Right. Bow rope. Terraldson residence. Oh, so we had the same rope that was in that other murder with Eli and with Hugo. Wet man was spray jacket. So that's the one that had water on it, so he was lying. Then there's the muddy boots as well. We don't know the size of it, though. Victim's handbag, lipstick, and ID. Matchstick book with Baron's bar on it. The laundry ledger. The tire tracks. Okay. And the boot prints. But it's not telling me the size. And then the laundry label. And then finally, the time of death, which was 2 in the morning. Okay, and then finally, locations. We have the crime scene, Superior Laundry Services, where we found the address or whatever. The hobo camp, which we weren't able to do anything there. Terraldson's residence, and then now the Baron's bar. So what are our case objectives right now, too? Locate the disfigured suspect. We tried doing that, but we couldn't. They said that there was nobody there. And then investigate Baron's bar. So, looks like we are headed to Baron's bar. Let's go. It's our current destination, obviously. Also, I'm going to check intuition just really quick just to see if anything pops up there, which, again, I'm not exactly sure if that'll even do anything, but might as well check, right?
It's him. The cop from the newspapers.
Okay, let's go, Rusty. I'm assuming Rusty's got something to say here. Maybe. Unless he's already said it, maybe. Ooh. Okay, we also got to watch out. I do kind of like how they make you drive carefully. It's so funny compared to a typical Rockstar game, but this is definitely not your typical Rockstar game. But it's so funny because it's like, you know, normally you're playing GTA or whatever. You just drive however the heck you want to. But in this game, no, you actually have to be very careful when driving around, which I actually like. I like RPing as a, you know, detective. Makes sense. Okay, speaking of Jesus, looks like this should be Baron's bar right here. Baron's bar, 1:11 p.m. You wouldn't know it because, my God, today is overcast as heck. Holy moly. Okay, don't know if there's anything to check outside. We'll just
drink.
Have to go by intuition.
Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terraldson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Did he have a babysitter? I'm trying to remember. The babysitter said he was out. Okay, Benny Clough. And this guy looks familiar, too. So many characters in this game look so familiar. Last contact with victim.
What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
That seems truthful. Yeah. Squinting a little bit. That sounds like the truth to me.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
God damn it all, I asked them to hold the mayo. 2 club sandwiches. Thank you.
Put out an
Richard.
APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
Surprised he got the dude got the cab number, which is surprising to me. 2 rye on ice. What is rye? It's like a whiskey, right? Rye. Like, you know, I did a lot of drinking in my early 20s to like my late 20s, but I never understood what rye was. A Manhattan, which I've definitely ordered a bunch. A Gin Ricky. Gin and tonics used to be my go-to for a while at least. A Gin Ricky. I don't know what that is though. Teresa T. Yellow Cab 3591. Okay. And then we've got vagrant male suspect.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
That could be a lie. Oh, yeah, he's definitely looking off to the side. It's weird because he's like, you know, it almost seems like he's forgetting. I think that's a doubt, though. He said nobody to fit that description. Do we have anything against that? I don't think so. Yellow cat. It says to observe suspect, but I mean, he's always doing the same thing, right? Bow rope, wet jacket, muddy boots, victim's handbag, matchbook, laundry ledger, tire tracks, boot prints, laundry label. Yeah, literally nothing even related to the murder hobo. I'm going to doubt that.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure, I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other men?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Okay, so the sailor tie is very interesting because, you know, that ties them to the rope. Yellow cab 3591.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
That sounds like a lie, but let's watch it for a bit. Nope, I didn't get that. It's so difficult because, like, I feel like this game was really good at telling the actors, like, how to act, because when they lie, it definitely seems like they're lying. That, though, it sounded like he was lying, but he's looking like he's not lying. Gosh dang it. So, what did we just ask him? Truth, doubt, lie, view notebook. Literally, what did we just ask him? I'm forgetting. Yellow cab. Was it the time? No, we already got the time. I'm like literally just blanking on what we literally just asked him. Yellow cab 35. Bow rope, wet jacket, muddy boots, victim's handbag. Containing lipstick and ID. Matchbook, laundry ledger, tire tracks, boot prints. Laundry label, time of death. I'm going to say lie just to see what Cole says.
Or maybe you just won't share. You sure no one slipped her a Mickey Finn, then took her back to their place?
Not in my bar, goddammit. You got any proof of her being doped in my bar?
Her being doped in my bar. Laundry label, boot prints, tire tracks, laundry ledger, matchbook, victim's handbag. Muddy boots, wedge jacket. No, definitely no proof.
My mistake.
I feel like he's lying, though. He's looking like he's telling the truth. I'm going to say doubt.
She was murdered, Benny. Brutally murdered. If you like this lady, you should give us something.
You telling me I'm not cooperating? Watch it, pal.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird.
I love how they always run.
A bitch get away.
Okay, let's go. I don't know when it lets me do the warning shot.
Just want to talk.
Apprehend Richard Bates.
Come on, got a ride. Get in and drive.
We got a ride. Oh, shoot. Whoops. I completely missed my other car.
I thought you were gonna leave me there. Who knows what?
But we got a new vehicle.
We could have a killer on our hands.
Okay, get ready to shoot Rusty. Oh, my God. That could have been real bad. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it's usually never the first people that run, obviously, but
back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
I'm trying, Rusty. There's just a heck of a lot going on right now. There goes our bumper just flying in the wind. This guy has already literally murdered people, by the way. Like, I don't know how the game's going to handle that, but he has literally ran people over, and I'm assuming they died. At least as far as GTA physics
I'll try to
go.
shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
I'm right on you. I'm right on his tire well, or whatever the heck you called it before. Okay, so it looks like there he goes.
Clean
Stop.
this asshole off the road.
All right, you got me. Why'd you run in the first place? Now you have so many other charges,
Put your
dude.
hands in the air.
Are you dumb? Is he dumb?
Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Okay, so he said it was a sailor and this guy, right? Like hitting on her the whole night. Contact with victim.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
She preferred the sailor. You can lay it off on him. Are we finished? I mean, probably a doubt, but it's very hard to tell because emotions are flaring at the moment. Yellow cab, bow rope, wet jacket. I mean, I'm assuming it's a doubt. It's kind of hard to tell because he's doing a weird facial motion here. I'm going to say doubt.
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
Account of movements.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
That was definitely a doubt. We have no evidence. I think that's a doubt.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central.
Well, he
He's a
murdered
material
people.
witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Like, he literally murdered people on the streets, but I'm assuming the game doesn't really count that. And also, like, yeah, evading police. Like, I'm assuming he just strung up a whole bunch of bad things for himself, right? Okay, we got the game well, which would be the cab, I guess, to put an APB on the cab. Not sure what this is for.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thanks, ma'am.
Okay. So we're looking for the taxi sounds more suspicious to me. The sailor sounds a little too obvious, but the taxi, seems like it might be the one, because there was like tire skids, right? Which like somebody would have to be in a car, although I guess the sailor could get a car too, but we only have one lead currently.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Okay, well,
We're on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're
yeah,
right.
I agree. Like, if it's timely,
Taxi anywhere? Shots fired at 313 Bunker Hill Avenue, 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
if it's timely, like I think we go for the timely thing every time. Like finding the cab while it's on the road is much more important than finding somebody who's already detained in a police station. Now, does the game follow that logic? I don't know. I have no idea.
Where's that cab got to now?
11K, yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
Okay, so it sounds like this cab is on the run, so we literally have to, like, accost it. But he doesn't know that he's being chased, I'm assuming. It looks like it's right over here. Ooh. So we're looking for a cab. I can see a yellow cab in the distance, I do believe, although it's telling me to go here. Did we put in the right location? It's saying that it's here. Yellow cab trace. So this might get updated maybe, as far as I can understand. Yeah, the cab's location may get updated because I am not seeing a cab here. I think even back during this time they looked yellow, didn't they? Or maybe not. So maybe it's just around here somewhere.
11K, further on your APB on yellow cab number 3591. Vehicle identified at Reggie's Cafe, heading north on Whitmer. KGPL clear.
Okay, so yeah, it sounds like it's just on the run. We got to keep following this thing until we can track him down. So maybe that's the cab right
so where's
there.
the cab?
Oh my god. Is that not the cab, or is that a police station? Or a police cruiser? I'm gonna get out because I'm not. It looks like it's got some weird trim on it. Is this the cab? Nope. Okay, the location was changed again. Wait, get back in, Rusty. We got somewhere to be.
Car 11K, your suspect vehicle, yellow cab 3591, sighted at 6th and Valencia.
Okay, I can see it. It's that right there. Yeah, they're saying it's a yellow cab.
3591, that's him there.
Officer needs help. We're investigating.
Bank of America 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America 7th and Olive at 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
Love that guy's accent. Okay, so his story definitely corroborates with everything. New person of interest, new clue, victim's movements. So yeah, you could have not got that clue, basically. So that clue might help us out when interrogating this sailor guy. So yeah, I'm just going to err on the side every time of, like, choosing what is more timely. Again, finding a cab on the road versus somebody that is literally detained by police so we can talk to them whenever, right? Seems like that at least worked out this time. Also, comment question of the episode, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to answer it in the comment section below, is, have you seen The Gorge? Basically, kind of like a mystery. Anything mystery that I'm consuming, I'll probably talk about in this series. But yeah, I think we're subscribed to Apple TV because I watched Severance, which we could talk about that too, the Severance 2 season finale. Oh boy, so good. But yeah, The Gorge was like a film on Apple TV with Anya Taylor-Joy and Miles Teller. It was basically an interesting setup. It was like two watchtowers looking over a gorge, and like someone from like the west, like America, sends some like a sniper to watch the west side, and then like somebody from the east, like from Russia or Lithuania, sends somebody to watch the eastern side. They kind of work together to secure this mysterious gorge where weird things are going on. So I actually liked a lot of it. It was a deeply flawed movie though, like I think mainly due to the tropes. So many just like military, I don't know, action schlocky type tropes, which really brought the film down because it actually had some really interesting stuff in it, and there were parts and sequences that I liked a lot. But yeah, overall, oh my god, overall, yeah, just could have really been tightened up and polished in a lot of ways. So have you seen The Gorge? Will you see The Gorge? Let me know in the comments section what your opinions are. I'd love to know. But it looks like we have arrived at, where is, oh, this is the police station, yeah. So I guess we gotta drive straight on up to it. Excuse me, sir, just pick a direction. Sir, you're kind of turning back around to face me here. All right, there we go. Okay, so we got the sailor here who definitely sounds up to no good, for sure.
That price is outrageous.
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it. I mean, this is definitely our prime suspect.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that.
Okay, where's interview room 2? This guy?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning.
James Jessup. Okay, and the nautical rope thing is kind of tying a lot of these murders together. Contact with victim.
You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
That is without a doubt, but I don't know if it's a lie. Sure, we had, yeah, he sounds incredibly suspicious there. Victim's movements is the clue we just got. Driver testifies to dropping Teresa and companion off at Crystal Ballroom. Right. Yellow cab, bow, rope, wet jacket, muddy boots, victim's handbag, matchbook, laundry ledger, tire tracks, boot prints, laundry label. Time of death is 2 a.m. I'm going to say doubt.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
Yeah, they definitely did. Incident with Bates.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
Met the guy, he's a creep. You should take a look at him for this, and then he's definitely looking all around. I think that's a doubt again.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup.
Yeah, I agree with Phelps. This guy's kind of a loser. Movements prior to murder.
Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab, and I caught a bus back to the base.
She caught a cab, and I caught a bus back to the base. He's definitely looking dodgy. That may be the lie there. Victim's movements. Dropping Teresa and companion. I mean, that doesn't go against what he just said, though. Then we got the cab, the bow rope, and victim's handbag, which has her ID, which may be important. Laundry ledger, record listing clients, time of death. Yeah, the only thing is the time of death is 2 a.m., so it was very close to when they would have gotten at the Crystal Ball, because that would have been midnight. I'm going to say lie.
You're lying, Jessup. Tell me where you went.
I'm telling you, I caught a bus back to the base. What makes you say different?
He's telling me he caught a bus back to the base. This definitely seems dodgy, but I don't know if it's just a doubt. Victim's movements. Dropping Teresa and companion. But, I mean, that's fine, right? Because he said they went from Barron's Bar to the Crystal Ball. That would check out. Yellow cab. Reported picking up Teresa Terrellson and... So why do we have 2 of these? Cab takes them here from the bar to the... I don't think we have any direct evidence, even though it feels like we should.
You're off the hook, for now.
So I guess I'm just going to say doubt.
We spoke to the cab driver. Tell us what really happened at the Crystal Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband bawling about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing, maybe 1:30. We got on a bus and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An All-American, 249. I went past her place. She jumped off, and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa?
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
The Indiana? What's that? I remember there was an Indiana, but I'm forgetting what it involved. Cab ride with victim.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
That's not how I'd put it.
That's not how I'd put it. And then he smirks? Why is he smirking? What? I hate that smirk. Let's say lie.
Tell the truth, Jessup. You were running out of time. You wanted to get laid and Teresa wouldn't come across. It made you crazy, so you strangled her with a piece of rope.
For Christ's sake, that's not true. I felt sorry for her. What proof do you have that I strangled her?
What proof do you have that that he strangled her? All American 249 is the bus route. Victims' movements. The problem is, like, who would... Oh, we never investigated the hobo, though. Wait, what? So was he just telling the truth there? Victims' movements, yellow cab. Bowline rope on a boat, triple braid pattern. Who did this belong? This belonged to the husband, right? So the husband almost seems way more like the suspect. Okay. I mean, the only thing is the time of death is very close. He said 1:30 and then she died within the next 30 minutes, which is crazy.
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
I don't know. He's doing that weird smirk. Do we use intuition? I'm going to say truth. Or is it a doubt? That smirk is really throwing me off. I'm just going to doubt again.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective.
Okay, that went pretty
Got a
well.
message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
What now? Drive all the way to San Pedro and check his locker?
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard.
I guess we should just start taking random cars because, like, we end up unlocking them for the compendium or whatever the heck. And there's not really a reason to
LAPD, police emergency.
Hey, not really a reason to use the police car. I guess you get the siren, but I don't even really use the
3
siren.
suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
So we can go to the bus depot to check out, yeah, well, the hobo camp again sounds way more, not only interesting, but also way more timely, right? So we'll check out the hobo camp. The question is, should we go through the bridge or go north? Looks like if we go through this bridge, it will take us a bit closer, as far as I can tell. So let's head off. Under the bridge, sometimes I feel like I don't have a bound now. Sometimes I feel like I'm all alone. No. Oh, sorry about that, sir. Oh, sorry about that, sir. Sucks, too, because, yeah, we lose a little bit of dollars each time that happens. Okay, so here's where the hobo is, who is shortened to Beau, which is interesting because I feel like hobo is already pretty short. Alrighty, they're like... I wonder if we can get to them from up here. Because it looks like they're down there. But there's a bridge in the way. We'll just grab another car, I suppose. Because, yeah, there's like 64 cars total. I'm not sure if more will be added to it that we can seemingly unlock. We'll grab that red truck, actually. I wonder how the state, like, gets in contact with the people that, like... that we've taken their cars from. I guess they just, obviously, they're licensed vehicles. So we just track them down. Hobo Camp, 2:42 p.m. And Rusty's got a shotgun.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic, Phelps.
We need to hold out till the cavalry arrive.
How do we do that?
Like this.
Buckshot, keep you down.
Oh my God! Arrest disfigured suspect. Am I fist fighting or am I? Okay, I guess I'm fist fighting.
Make you feel powerful.
All right, so again, I gotta like look up the controls for the fist fighting. It's so weird to me. It looks, yeah, A is definitely punch. Okay, and then Y grapples, and then B finishes. Okay, I'm understanding it now.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Was he disfigured? I didn't even really catch that. Okay, and it's weird that they let you come here and explore this.
Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it and see what you find.
We got another newspaper story. Missing morphine. Cops say goons fighting dope war. LAPD powerless to stop escalating violence.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. For God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Interesting. So that was Kelso, right? Who, yeah, all these dudes from the war getting involved with this. And Mickey Cohen, the gangster. 6 out of 13 newspapers collected. Looks like he's got some bloody rope. What's interesting about this game is that there's
familiar.
so many
Safe
clear...
bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
Really? So it's just that easy? He's got literally a bloody rope. Unless someone's planting evidence. Because that, is, like, these people are just literally leaving, like, murder weapons, bloody murder weapons, like, out in the open completely, you know? It seems odd.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, this is incredibly incriminating evidence. The only thing for me is, like, I don't know if I can't differentiate, like, it being a video game, and maybe they're just trying to make it kind of...
I don't think so.
You know, they have to, like, conclude it at some point, right? Because, like, to me, it's like, man, why are these murderers just leaving all of the evidence right out in the open? You would think at least they would try to hide it in some sort of hovel or something. Okay, so that seems like everything, but let's check the intuition. Show all clues is hollowed out. Meaning, we should be done here. I like how Rusty just murdered a guy, by the way. Like, everyone's just cool. That's, yeah, cool beans. All right, we'll check this again. I don't know. This is a really open place, so I almost feel like there maybe is something else we could do here, but I'm going to move on. And we got this truck back over here, which I think we'll take to mark it down in the compendium or whatever. This was red before, wasn't it? Chevrolet pickup. So we've got the bus depot too. So we should definitely go check out the bus depot first, because it looks like we could just go straight. I mean, it seems like we've got our guy. We've got enough evidence to mark him down, but
The husband
obviously
has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
yeah, again, these cases just do not check out. It's so weird. It definitely feels like people are being framed. But again, I don't know if that's just the video game, like, you know, hey, there has to be a murder, we got to wrap it up, you know, move on to the next case. Because, like, again, it's like the amount of times these people are just leaving bloody murder weapons out in the middle of, you know, out completely, you know, able to be found is very surprising. But yeah, as they said, I mean, that dude really does not have a motive outside of maybe just wanting to literally kill somebody, which I don't know how much of a motive that is. By no means a police psychologist or criminal psychologist or whatever the heck. But anyways, okay, so yeah, we need to head over to the bus depot, I guess, where the sailor, yeah, he went to the bus depot, and then I guess we can check and confirm that, like, he did indeed, you know, take the bus line that he said that he did, I guess? Or did he say there was something in a locker? I forget exactly why we're heading over to this bus stop. Also, this truck is incredibly slow compared to the other cars. Oh my gosh. This thing is so incredibly slow. I'm judging whether or not I should get out and find a faster car. Also, I wonder if you can take the buses. Can you just, like, get into the bus? That seems ridiculous, right? There's people, like, there's passengers in the bus. Maybe they would be along for the ride. I don't know. Okay, so here's the bus station. Speaking of buses, bus depot, 3:06 p.m. And yeah, I'm not exactly sure what we're looking for here. I'm not sure if we're interrogating somebody or what. But I suppose we'll find out. Doesn't look like there's really anything outside to find.
And thank you, ma'am. You have a safe trip now. Where are you boys headed today?
LAPD. We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute. Frank Zeffirelli. He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on. I should have it mapped out here somewhere.
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding. That's the cop.
The All-American bus lines. Wilshire, 7th, Olive Spring, Temple, 1st, Union.
Something intelligent.
Saw his picture in the paper. Worked that case with the lady cut up.
We need to run a loop.
We'll need to run a loop. I wonder how important this is, because again, the hobo seems very, very implicated, right? Okay, but I mean,
we're not going to drive the whole thing, are we?
Won't take long. We have a siren.
I don't think we do have a siren, though. At least not in that pickup truck. Hello, gentlemen. I'm going to need your car. Are these guys police officers? It's kind of hard to tell. These cars look so similar to me.
I need your car. Now.
Did Rusty just jump that gate? I feel like that's, like, very difficult for a man of his size to do. Pontiac Torpedo.
Let's go get him.
Let's go get him indeed. Okay, so we've got this red line on our map in the bottom left.
This could be a long trip, Cole.
Or it could be a short one.
And here's me without my hip flask and only a pain in the ass for company.
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Touchy.
You know what your problem is? You don't like hard work. This kind of rigorous search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Save it, Phelps. You're just as bored as I am.
Yeah, I mean, this would suck, definitely, trying to find a bus. Although, I don't know. It could be like a fun little scavenger hunt sort of thing. Okay, so this is one massive loop on our map in the bottom left there, so I just got to make sure that we don't make any weird turns so that we don't waste time. We're looking for... Oh, wait, no, it's not. It's kind of going in a way that I didn't expect, which is interesting. So, yeah, we just got to keep an eye out for, like, a giant bus, the type that we saw... at the bus station. Sorry about that. Yeah, I really do wonder... Oh, there we go. That was quick indeed. Looks like that's the bus right there.
Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
Where'd you learn to drive?
Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road. I don't know if that's gonna happen. We kind of rammed it by accident. Maybe we can just walk up. There's not even a bus. Oh, there we go.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder. You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
Can you tell us where you let the woman off?
On California Street. To tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr. Zeffirelli.
Interesting. So, I mean, yeah, that really wraps it up. But again, yeah, the question is motive. What is the motive of the hobo? You know, it doesn't really make much sense, but literally everything points to him.
So Sailor Boy escaped by the seat of his bell-bottom trousers and left the broad alive.
Left her by the hobo camp.
Which means he's as good as killed her.
We can't eliminate any of them, but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
I'm gonna call for some backup. These bows hate cops.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so yeah, that line of dialogue was almost as if this would be before you go to the hobo camp. We've already been to the hobo camp, and we already got Ackerman arrested. So again, weird the way that you can do things out of order, or you know, in different orders. Super interesting. I really didn't expect playing through this game again to like elucidate me on how much like, you know, subsequent playthroughs would change things. Like, it's really kind of crazy, the replayability, how much they've added into this game in terms of detail as to what you can and cannot do, and especially the orders that you do things. Okay, well, buckle up, Rusty. Here we go. Whee! Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh, God! All good. No, drag race. What? Jesus! Drag racer. What are you talking about? No, no, no. We're just cops. We're on the job. And let's
I think the power's gone to your head, Bills.
Well, that was horrible. That's probably going to take a huge dent. Huge dent out of our final case score. But hey, you can't play perfectly, okay? Maybe you can, but I can't.
We're going this way.
I don't know. We're going what way? When you say this way, I don't know what you're talking about. Interview room 1? There he is.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Interesting. Huh. Yeah, that shows Cole's detective work a bit. All right. 36 male, motive for murder.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
I have no recollection of the people I have killed, and he's darting his eyes everywhere. I'm going to doubt that.
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrellson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
What is going on with this game? Because it really does seem like people are being incriminated, but then, yeah, we have this guy who's just horrible. Okay. Wow, contact with victim.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
I have many places I go where I mean, that's easily a doubt, right? Yeah.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Okay, well, he's confessing to other murders, but not this specific murder. Alibi for Stuart Ackerman.
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
At the camp. And he's clearly, this is either a doubt or a lie. Question is, do we have something saying he wasn't at the camp?
You were up on the hill. You were seen during the day. We have a witness. We have evidence. Come clean with me, Ackerman, and I'll see what I can do for you.
I despise your pity. You have nothing that links me to this woman.
Nothing that links him to this woman. Well, we have a literal blood-stained rope piece. Yeah. Victim last seen dropping Theresa near Hobo Camp. Bus route map. Purse. Oh. Lady's coin purse found in Stuart Ackerman's lean-to. What was the... Theresa, because the purse had like a V. I mean, he said, okay, rope matching ligature marks on victim's neck. I mean, that would literally be evidence right there.
You've got your orders. You're supposed to string me up because of who I am and what I represent.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Theresa Terrellson.
Yeah, I guess it was the purse, because I noticed the purse had
A man
embroidered.
down on his luck I can abide.
I think it was a TT.
But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Theresa Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Okay, so I think it was, the TT on the purse, which I thought was a VV, ironically. I thought it was a VV, so I think that's what you were supposed to hit there, because otherwise we did pretty well. Oh, the vehicle damage. Oh, God. Oh, man, that really killed us there. I think we would have maybe gotten a 5-star. The Terrellsons might have justice if Stuart Ackerman is pronounced fit to stand trial, so it doesn't give us any other things there, interestingly enough. Okay, we did okay. We were doing very strong for a while there, but that car damage was rough near the end.
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
The studio secretary murder. I guess those scenes are just showing Cole's getting, I don't know, more ingrained in the club life. I don't know what these scenes are supposed to represent.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Someone ought to take him home.
The Hugo Muller case, right? With the wife. That was the rope one, right? With Eli.
And Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
What exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phil? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Huh. So that's interesting. Yeah, the Muller case comes back, and then the other interesting thing about that cutscene was we saw the face of the killer, which is
You've got
weird.
to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Muller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's happening there. That's so bizarre. Wait, Hugo Muller? Am I confusing it? Because we put away Eli, the really, really horrible guy with the rope case and everything. I thought we put away him. I thought that was the same case with Muller. It's hard to remember all these different names, you know? Pawnbroker 10:19 a.m. Okay, so we got the save bar there, so I think that's a perfect place to end. Man, oh man, yeah, this game, I think we are getting better. You know, we are getting more things right. Yeah, the biggest tip is, like, you just doubt if they look, you know, obviously suspicious, or if they sound suspicious. It's always better to say doubt than truth, because they really do not tell the truth a lot of the time. But yeah, this game's really interesting. I'm very, very curious as to what's going to happen with the story. It's a very engrossing overall narrative, and obviously the specific cases are very engrossing too. So hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Thanks so much for watching. Like I said, this is made possible by the patrons at patreon.com/Grovana. So if you would like to join the ranks and submit and vote on games, link is in the description. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.